Hey YouTube, Alan back with another package and pickups video. 2 in a row, crazy talk. Well, a little bit of good news recently, so I decided to treat myself to a few bits. But before we get to that, I'm going to do the kind of freebies, don't know how you cast them, because ultimately you pay for them in a roundabout fashion, but they're the Club Nintendo bits. So my very last Club Nintendo were the rewards came through the post. In a way, it's sad to see it's gone, especially given that the replacement kind of service isn't up and running yet, and we don't know how that's going to really work. I mean, it looks like there is going to be similar digital and physical rewards. That'd be pretty cool, and there's even talks that maybe they'll tie that into in-game performance. So if you get kind of achievements in a game, you might also be able to kind of roll that up into kind of points that you can use to redeem stuff. That'd be great. But anyway, my final two bits were a coaster set, this Bob-omb coaster set. So it comes in two. I'm not going to open it just right now. Basically, the plastic coasters. They were a couple of thousand stars, I think. But the main item I got was the Nintendo Sound Selection ending credits. And I have to say, basically this is kind of like their goodbye. They have two goodbye items, a coin and this. I missed a coin, but I was happy to get this. And you can probably hear Ashley barking away. She's apparently not happy about this. I am, though, pleased because this is really nicely presented. It's a double pack. So you have, obviously you got the CD, which has got 2 discs, 16 tracks on the first disc and 14 tracks on the second disc. And it basically starts from the Famicom era and works all the way up to the kind of Wii U era, which is pretty cool. So it's basically the history of ending teams, if you will. What's on it? It actually starts off really strange. It starts off with Famicom Tantei Club Part 2. Oh yes, that obvious game. And it only gets to number 3 where you go Super Mario World and you're going to go, ah yes. And Super Mario World, in fact, when I hear the ending Super Mario World, I don't know, is it the music? Is it that I've played it and seen it in the game so often? But if I hear the ending music from Super Mario World, it always makes me feel of something coming to an end. It's brilliant music, I love it. But as well as coming with CD, it also came with this book. And this book is really, really nice. It's hardback, so nice presentation throughout. I might do a close-up video at some point on this. It's going to be very hard to see like this. But essentially, for each game, you get a page kind of outline of a little bit about the game, a little bit about the song, why it was chosen. So we'll just jump to Super Mario World while I was talking about that. So it says, Mario's first adventure on the SNES takes him to the new setting of Dinosaur Land. He also gains a new companion in Yoshi, and new abilities such as the spin jump and the power to glide freely through the air on his cape. The game's ending is roughly divided into 2 sections. During the first half, the credit rolls while Mario and Yoshi escort Princess Peach home. The music starts out fairly simple, but becomes more complex and grand as the credits go on. The second half is a parade of the enemies that appeared in the game, and the music becomes more up-tempo and comical. It's the perfect chance to appreciate some of the unique characters of Dinosaur Land. Many players probably learned the enemy names for the first time from this sequence. But you know what, I actually think I might have. Because certainly things like Bullet Bill and Banzai Bill and whatnot, that's where I learned the names from. So yeah, that's a nice little book. I was really pleased to get this as my final item. I fell short. I had been looking at a few other things like I think the Majora's Mask on a lamp thing and the Captain Toad bigger lamp, but I just didn't quite have enough points, so I said I'll get a few bits instead, and in the end I'm actually really pleased with it. I really do like that set, so it worked out. You know what they say, sometimes you get what you need, not what you want. So farewell Club Nintendo, you will be missed. Had some ups and downs, but got some nice bits out of it. Anyway, on to the few bits I picked up, and this is, when I say few bits, all the same one type of thing over wasn't going to get pulled into this Amiibo lark. And yet, I seem to have accrued a reasonable number, or at least more than I had ever anticipated picking up. I suppose partly it's because with the Smash Brothers line in particular, we're getting Amiibos for characters that you would never have anticipated having in figure form. For example, first one up here, Rob the Robot. Really, in 2015, we were going to get Rob figure from Nintendo? I think not. So, actually being able to get him as an Amiibo is pretty cool. And on top of that, it's a nice figure. It actually is, well proportioned and well constructed and a nice bit of detail. It's certainly an improvement over some of the earlier Amiibo. Like, for example, an Amiibo that I was going to get because of the series is Link. It was the first Amiibo that I wanted. Now, I wanted it because it was Zelda and I wanted to use it. So unusually, I've actually opened the bottom to take out that little cover so you can scan it. But I have to say, I don't really like this Amiibo aesthetically. That yellow piss column, what's that all about? It's just ridiculous. I guess maybe they're going for gold for Triforce, but the sword looks flimsy, the pose is odd. I don't like it, and I really like the Legend of Zelda. Whereas in comparison, maybe it's because he's just sitting on the base plate without having to try and be at an angle. I think Rob is a pretty cool Amiibo. And on a similar vein, we have another. Really, they were going to make a figure of this. It's the Duck Hunt dog. Sorry, I was feeling the bottom. I'm thinking the buttons have changed slightly. I think the lip just seems a little closer. No, I'm not going to be able to describe it. Never mind. So anyway, the Duck Hunt dog, obviously famous NES game, and I love the detail. Now they have obviously the dog and the duck, and they have a little clear plastic stand so the duck is posed, and flying over the dog. Much better done than the Link statue, and there's great character. I love the character in the dog's eyes, and it's very expressive. That's true to the game. He's a great looking character in the game. So two really classic Amiibo there. That I haven't opened them up to use them or anything. I just like them as figures, and that's really what I'm buying them as, figures. Nintendo collectible figures. Yeah, Nintendo. Yes, this is clearly Nintendo. Hang on a second. What are you doing here? Sonic the Hedgehog, Nintendo figure. That's just crazy talk. Every time Sonic gets more into bed with Nintendo, and it works. It works as an audience. But it blows my younger self's mind that this massive rival to Mario and Nintendo seems very at home on the Nintendo platform. Honestly, I kind of feel that I just want Sega to let Nintendo develop the Sonic game, bring it up to that kind of quality level again. They've promised us quality in future, we'll see. But this is very much a childhood thing. Obviously, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Love the old games and whatnot. Had to get the figure, and I do like the figure. It catches him in the running pose, but unlike Link again, it's got a unobtrusive plastic pillar to kind of prop the character up, and nicely detailed. It's not going to come out in the camera, but you can actually see the underneath of the shoes. The kind of lines on the shoes. There is a decent bit of detail in this too. I guess speaking and this is the last one of kind of classic characters. You're not going to get too much more classic than Pac-Man. And another character that in a way I wish Nintendo would take hold of, because in Smash Brothers I've never seen Pac-Man look so good before. We've seen 3D incarnations of him, but aesthetically they took the the Pac-Land version and modernized it, and they did a superb job. Absolutely superb. I love this version of Pac-Man. It's my favourite kind of incarnation of Pac-Man to date. And it just goes to show that with care and attention, you can modernize old characters. You often think, you see with the Duck Hunt dog and whatnot, they have great character. They don't have to be stuck in a retro era or this bygones of the 8-bit land. No, done well, characters can also be inspired by their old movesets, as they do in Smash Brothers. A lot of the things that Pac-Man does is based on things like Pac-Man and, you know, becoming giant like the original Pac-Man game, without being kind of, oh, that's all you can do. Because you might think with something like Duck Hunt Dog or with Pac-Man, how do you make a Smash Brothers character out of them? How do you make, you know, them work with, say, Link and Zelda and Mario, and yet they do. So there we go, another Amiibo. And I've been thinking, obviously I've just shown off 4 there. I have a few more. I have at least the same, I have more than that again. I might do a little Amiibo collection video, just to kind of give an overview, because people seem to like Amiibo. Certainly they've grown on me as much as I did not want them to. But anyway, if you think that'd be cool, let me know in the comments below, and we'll put something together. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and get back with gameplay next week. Honestly. Yes, I will. Anyway, until next time, have a good weekend, and we'll see you again shortly. Bye for now.